It's March 31st here in Zone 6B, and I'm about to do my morning garden check-in. This is something I do every morning here in my container garden as a way to just be more proactive as a gardener rather than reactive. This morning's a little bit different because I actually went out of town for the last 3 days. And so there's a lot of things that I can already tell are different and have changed since I last checked in. And I'm anticipating there's going to be a few issues I'll have to deal with this morning as well. Let's go take a look at what's happening in my garden. I do still have my frost covers on just because we're still having some pretty chilly nights here in the Midwest. These containers I actually planted right before I left, and I put this mesh cover on because of the squirrels. They are pretty bad this time of year. And I'm also reminded another reason why I like to cover these, and it is these seed pods. So we have a beautiful big canopy tree over our back deck, but every spring it sends down these little seed pods, and they are such a pain to pull out the seedlings from my container gardens. And so just another benefit of covering in the spring is that I will not have to deal with those. So in these containers, I planted peas right before we left. They have not sprouted. So it looks like it rained a little last night, but I'm still going to go ahead and water this morning because I do need to do my fertilizer. This is something that I do twice a week, and I just use this kind of balanced fertilizer from Fox Farm. I've been using this product for many years, so I'll put just a small amount in my watering can to water. I find that it just really helps ensure that my seedlings get off to a great start in the spring. This bed is looking absolutely incredible. Looks like there's definitely been some growth since I left town, and my peas finally sprouted. I planted these about 2 weeks ago, so happy to see those sprouted. I'll need to add a trellis to that, but not quite yet. I'm going to wait for them to get a little bit taller. My lettuce seedlings are growing slowly but surely. This bed looks great. I don't see any issues. I will add fertilizer to this one as well. My carrots finally sprouted. I planted those 10 days ago. My radishes are looking good. I will probably thin a few of these out here in the next few days and use the microgreens either in a salad or smoothie. Same with my beets. I need to thin some of those out. But other than that, everything's looking really healthy. I don't see any pest issues. I did check the forecast and it's looking pretty good over the next couple weeks, so I think in a few days I might switch over to my mesh netting instead of the frost cover. Got some Swiss chard there, my Tuscan kale, and it looks like somehow the squirrel got into this container, even with it being clamped down like it was. I'm telling you, those little things, they are just so destructive. You didn't do too much damage, but I'm probably going to add another clamp onto the edges just to make sure there's no spaces where they can get in on this one. My herbs on these little railing containers, they are exposed. I don't have them covered, so definitely some squirrel damage, but nothing too bad. These little seed pods will sprout, and I'll have to pull them out of these, but that's okay. Oh, wow. Even just looking at this container under the frost cover, I can tell that my leafy greens have really taken off over the last few days since I was out of town. Wow, those just look incredible. So I actually planted these on March 2nd from seed, so it's been about a month. I will definitely be thinning these out today. So what I do with my leafy greens is I just kind of harvest the larger leaves and let the plant continue to grow, and I just harvest it all throughout the season. This is some mustard spinach. This is actually something new that I grew this year. I'm really liking it. This is just kind of a regular variety of spinach, and then this is arugula. So I will go in here and harvest some of my arugula and some of this mustard spinach. It's looking really healthy. I'm definitely going to add fertilizer to this one as well because it is planted so closely together. My carrots are growing slowly, but they're getting there. I will need to go in and thin these out. I probably won't do that today. I think I can save that for the next few days. This container's looking a little sad, so I don't know if that's from the squirrels or what. Maybe my dog. I don't have rabbits back here, and this is up on a raised table. So it looks like just that little guy. I'll probably come in and maybe cut these damaged leaves off and give the little baby leaves some more energy to get growing. I might go ahead and cover these down here as well. I have some extra arches and mesh. These two planters, I actually have not planted anything yet, so I'll probably go to the garden store this weekend and see what kind of transplants they have. I'd love to get some more herbs out here, maybe some more radishes as well. The other ones I sowed probably 10 days ago, so it'd be good to get a second succession of those seeds in the ground. This front container bed is looking really good. That celery is growing nicely. My peas have sprouted up since the last time I checked on it. I do have drip irrigation up here, but because of the low temperatures at night, I have not turned that on yet. My plan is to do it this weekend. There's nothing like that first spring harvest. These leafy greens are looking really great. The arugula has that really wonderful peppery smell to it, and if you've never had fresh greens out of your garden, it is just really the best. So I'm very excited to be able to use these in a salad later. Now, when I go through and I harvest my leafy greens, I will go in and trim the largest leaf out of the plant from all of the different plants in the container. And what this does is it actually spurs the plant to continue growing even more. You can see at the base of the plant, there's little baby leaves popping out, and those will just continue to grow and mature. And so throughout the growing season, I'm able to come out every week and harvest from all of these different leafy greens. Now, some people prefer to wait until the entire plant matures and then they'll harvest it all at once, and that is definitely one approach. But for me, I prefer this approach to the leafy greens where I'm harvesting continuously throughout the season.